Joining us now, the ranking member of House Oversight, Congressman James Comer. It's good to have you on, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Talk to us about your news today that you sent a letter to National Archives to preserve all documents connected to the FBI raid on Trump's Mar-a-Lago. What's going on here?
Well, the Oversight Committee has jurisdiction over the National Archives. This is an agency you seldom hear anything about, but by all indications, they're the agency that triggered the FBI to raid the former president's home. So we want to know exactly what the rationale was. All communication between the National Archives and the Department of Justice, as well as the FBI, because this is very serious. I mean, the concern, from what I've gathered from the National Archives, is that the president may have taken classified information. The president of the United States determines what's classified and what isn't classified. So what my concern is, Liz, is that we have some librarians at the National Archives who probably don't like President Trump, who ordered an FBI raid. And this is very serious because there's always instances of former presidents taking things that maybe the National Archives wasn't happy with. We know Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton took a lot of furniture with them when they left. I'm not saying that's right, but what the FBI did to the former president of the United States is unprecedented. It looks like another black eye on the FBI, another example of the FBI politicizing and going after President Biden's enemies. And this is something that we want to get to the bottom of.
But are they going to stonewall you? They could stonewall you.
They could stonewall us. I'm sure they're probably not going to want to do a whole lot before January. But if they've been watching TV, they know that in January, the Republicans are going to be the majority and we're going to have subpoena power. Again, we have jurisdiction over the National Archives. They are supposed to come before the Oversight Committee whenever we ask for anything. So they know it's coming, and I believe that we'll get to the bottom of this sooner or later.
Let's move on to this. You talk about subpoena power. We have House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy saying, threatening subpoena power, that you guys are going to call in potentially the 51 intelligence agency chiefs to explain why they defended Hunter Biden and his laptop as Russian disinformation. So is there going to be subpoenas here? Because voters are seeing essentially that the president is allegedly let Hunter Biden fly on Air Force Two to do overseas business deals to make the Biden family richer and to get more money into the Biden family with Secret Service detail, I might remind you. So people might remind viewers, rather. So people are saying, well, what's with middle-class Joe? He keeps talking about income inequality, but then let that happen.
Right. And remember, we announced that we were going to have those 51 former intelligence officials before the committee prior to what the FBI did yesterday. So there was already an ongoing probe into the politicization of the FBI and the intelligence community, because clearly from this laptop, which we have in our possession, the House Oversight Committee, I mean, Hunter Biden violated many laws. And, you know, it's clear that Joe Biden not only knew a lot about what Hunter Biden was doing, but he helped facilitate some of these deals. So Joe Biden could potentially be in significantly more trouble than Donald Trump in the deep state's worst dreams.
What are you finding in the laptop? What do you you have the laptop?
Well, I mean,
what are you
you've
finding?
got the bank violations, right? You got the bank violations. You've got where he was making pitches to the Chinese on American energy companies in America. He did the deal in the Congo with the rare earth mineral thing. Everything that Hunter Biden did was trying to take an American company and get it in the hands of a Chinese company, our biggest adversary. And again, this is another example of Joe Biden and the Biden family putting America last and China first.
Got it. Congressman Comer, get back soon. It's good to see you.